So Rosie just got dropped off. She is doing freaking awesome. I mean, like literally, I walked upstairs. She sniffed pizzazz, but didn't try to sniff, 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 sniff. She just sat here. Remember, this is her fourth lesson. We are going to the lakefront, but literally, just such, oh my goodness. I love you too. Yes, come here. The respect she is showing right now is the equivalent of the respect that Pizzazz shows for her. I am super happy with these customers right now. Are you a good girl? Are you woozy big yawn? Huh? Just a woozy woozy. Good girl. Who's that with the woozy woozy? Good girl. Oh my goodness, that was. Hi. Hi, little woo 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 woo. Here's that woozy woo woos. You love me? You're woozy woozy woo. Here's your woozy woos. Good girl. Alrighty. Hi, Woobs. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Nope. Don't go too far. Let me close the door and lock it. Good girl. Good girl. Alrighty. Where are we? I'm allowed to park here, right? Oh, you got earbuds on. Nope. Good baby. Good. So right out of the bat. Haven't even given her a command. Good. And we're on the lakefront. Lake Michigan. And good girl. Sit. Good girl. Oh, a little bit. Nope, she straightened herself out. Would you straighten yourself out? Would you sit down. Down. Good girl. Sit. Are you happy? Are you a happy girl? Let's do this. Okay. So we are going to enter the mainstream, the flow. No distractions yet. Dog up there. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Down. Good girl. Stay. So my main focus is all the activity, all the people that'll be down here. Harley Fest, 25th anniversary, so it's going to get ugly down here. Good girl. So we just want to start her off. There's not many people here right now, so no chance to really practice with distraction besides the traffic. But we did that on the last lesson. A lot of traffic, so I'm just doing this videotape so I can just kind of get her in the swing of things. Down, down. Good girl. Good girl. Just make sure she's ready for this lesson. Yes. There is a dog up there, but it'll take a while to catch up to him. So we do have, the other dog disappeared. I have no freaking clue where it went, but we do have some runners coming this way. So we're going to see how she handles it without being given any commands. I'll use the good girl, good girl. I'll use the praise. Good girl. Oh my goodness. Good girl. I also have the word no in the reserve if needed, but right now I'm just seeing if she can handle this. And not a bad start for her first few people. Good girl. Well, besides Harley Fest, we also have Bastille Days that's going to be going on. I don't know when that starts today, but we're out here. This is a 4-hour lesson. Good girl. We'll see how she handles this. Excellent. Once in that time, I didn't even have to use the and stuff like that. We're going to go closer to the lake just so, because I love the lake. It's beautiful down here. Anybody ever wants to look at those mansions up there. They're not. So what we're doing is she's being awesome right now, just absolutely awesome. But like I said, this is still only about 7:50 in the morning, so we have a lot of distraction work that will be coming up. But as of right now, she's spot on. That walk, her last lesson, that huge walk we did in the city really is helping this out. But once all these tents start filling up, and I don't know when that's happening, you'd think it would be before 11 o'clock, or I'll probably have to be out of here by 10:30 to get her, 10:45 to get her back where she belongs by 11. Good girl. We all know how I always talk about introducing dogs to new things. I wonder if she's ever been inside a canopied tent before. Let's see how she handles it. I mean, this shouldn't be a big distraction, but let's see how she reacts to it. Of course, if she is nervous, lots of praise. Nope, no nervousness at all. As we go into it's all going to be filled with something. I don't know what it's going to be filled with, but it's going to be filled with something. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. So, just because you're always looking to expose a dog to something new, doesn't mean that you're going to expose her to something that's going to cause a problem, but you won't know until you try, and that's all I did there, and she did that. Perfect. So once again, enjoying Lake Michigan. I'm getting all of her cement walking in early before this heats up. It's supposed to be like 85 today. Good girl. So, oops, zoomed in a little too close there. So this is actually an exposure thing, and sometimes you just got to look for ideas of exposure. I was just letting her lay down in here for a little bit while I was posting a video, and the wind blew those things, and she freaking freaked out. So the way we deal with that, of course, is we expose her to it. We use the commands. We show her that that's nothing to be fearful of by giving her the commands, making her listen anyway, make her face her fears. Nope. And then, of course, there's a fly on her. But another thing we can do, of course, is you can just associate these things that cause fear with kisses and dove and belly rubs and stuff like that. Stay. Good girl. Or we can use commands. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Oh, the woody woos. Good girl. Look at the smile. Look at the smile. No, forget about that fly. Down. Good girl. And look at that fly. Got rid of it for you. Yes. But the things are blowing out. Like I said, she literally flipped out. She just totally freaked out. We're going to get out of here because that fly is bothering me as much as her. I don't like that fly on her. Okay, so we were about to get out of here. But then I noticed that biker coming, which she can't see. She couldn't see, so that was kind of spontaneous. I also saw a couple people walking this way. And, of course, a person with a dog. So this is going to be, those are the other people. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, you are. Good girl. So we're just kind of taking advantage of this. And then we've got a dog coming. Don't know how much farther it is away. But totally taking advantage of all this stuff. Hello. Hi, pretty dog. What's her name? Roxy. Roxy. Hers is Rosie. Rosie and Roxy. Good girl. She a happy dog. Nope. Good girl. Oh my goodness, that was such a good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. This way they don't think I'm videotaping them. Good girl. Good girl. Look how good you are. Oh my goodness, good girl. And it does give you guys a chance to see how beautiful Lake Michigan is. I say this every time, but everybody thinks it's an ocean. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. Good girl. Good girl. She is doing so... Oh, geese. Look at the geese. I'm so proud of you. So we have some geese over there. So a bunch of geese. And we can actually get to them fairly easy. So we are going to take complete advantage. As I'm always saying, you look for new things. I highly doubt that Rosie's been trained by a bunch of geese. So that's what we're doing. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Watch our footing. Oh, look at the geese. Look at the geese. They're fleeing. There we go. I don't think now she's noticed the geese. That's what I was looking for. Look at her. Loose leash, just staying here nice and quiet. That is, once again, just flying now. Flying geese. And she's looking, but she's not pulling. I mean, I'm barely holding onto the leash at all. This is what we're looking for. Make some more noise, geesey, geese, geese. Good puppers. Yes, I call everything a pupper. Yes, you're doing great. So, most dogs have probably never practiced on a sandy beach before. Let's get through the rocks without me tripping. Oh, I can go that way. Good. Trying to not walk on too many rocks. Although the rocks are a good distraction for her, she would, make sure she's not sniffing and not paying attention to me, so that's good. Oh, no. Every dog I've trained, the second I get on this beach, the first thing they want to do is put that nose down. Actually, the first time I took her on the rocks, she wanted to get her nose down. It's not that they're not allowed to sniff, but if you can teach a dog not to sniff while you're training them, this beach is going to be packed later today, but it is, once again, only 8 in the morning. Nope. She started to sniff. Good girl. Down. Good girl. Nope. Good girl. Look how that word no works. Look at how the praise works. Look how pretty she is. Let's look at that. Look at big yawn. Good girl. Come. Down. Nope. Down. Good girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what I want? I'm gonna get sand on my butt. But you've been doing so good this lesson so far. Oh, did you just put a little party roses? Hi, the little roses. Oh, I don't. Oh, no, look at the sand. Oh, the little sand. Oh, the sand. Look at the itchy butt. Oh, look at the ears. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I love grabbing your tail. Yes, I do. Good girl. Get her all excited. Do you like Uncle Chaz? Do you like Uncle Chaz? Okay, so we've got her thinking she's done. We know that she's going to listen. She always does after this. But, you get them excited. Down. And then you test them. Good girl. You are the bestest in the westest. So, keeping with the concept, good girl, of exposure, assuming that her owners have never had her down to the lakefront, Bradford Beach area. She's good with stairs. We've done stairs. We're going to do stairs anyway. We're just going to go up these stairs. All we're doing is finding as many things as we can. Let's go this way, girl. That we can to create issues. In other words, we're no longer worried about her ability, to sit or stay. Good girl. Good girl. No problem. Nope, but she can't go faster than me. We're no longer worried about her commands, her hand signals, all that. That was taught to her. Once you get that foundation in, really what you're supposed to be doing is testing her. Oh, bridge. Let's do the bridge. Let's take her out on this bridge. A person coming this way, taking advantage of the cars. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. No, you turned. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Nope. Can't sniff. Can't sniff. Good girl. Tight quarters. Cars coming. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Stay. So we're getting close to the 2-hour mark. So we, if she wants it, can have a water break. I'm not going to put too much in there because I don't really think she's going to drink it, but if she does, I can always put more in there. Right, baby girl? You thirsty? Good girl, you want some water? Good girl, want some water? Good girl, good girl. You can have some. You looking for the vodka? Good girl. Good girl. Come on, you can do it. I'm not going to make her drink. So we're just going to kind of relax a little bit. Give her first little break. There we go. Figured if I sat down, she'd feel more like we weren't that big of a deal. Good girl. Yeezy woozy woo woo woo. So it's just a water break. And we're also testing her ability, good girl, to just chill out. This is kind of when people see me with pizzazz. I keep saying this now, but we're no longer at the point now. She's allowed to sniff. I could care less right now, but I could stop her if I wanted to, just by good girl. Good girl, by just, you've seen me do it a bazillion times. Well, she's to the point where we're not worried about her commands anymore. We're more worried about how she is 24/7. Now, as an example, see, I can stop her. Good girl. Oh, there we go. Motorcycle. Let's see how she handles a motorcycle. There's going to be getting more and more of these as this lesson progresses, because like I said earlier, this is Harley Fest. But look how relaxed she is. She's right on Lake Drive here, Lincoln Memorial Drive, I should say, right on the Milwaukee lakefront. Oh, hairball. And she's just totally chilling and relaxing. I'm going to expose her to, going out over the water on that one section I did with Roxy last week. Oh, the woody whoosh. Good girl. No. Good girl. I just wanted to show you the power of the word no. Okay, you can do your little sniffy, whiffy, whiffies if you want to. But like I said, this is actually a break for her. But I'm taking advantage of being right on, because like I said, Bastille Days is going on this weekend. Harley Fest. I mean, actually, they closed down almost all the car parking and designated it motorcycle only. Look at her. She just really doesn't care anymore. I know there's another motorcycle about to come this way. There it is. I've already done the geese. I've done one motorcycle. I missed, didn't have the video going when we had a bunch, like 8 motorcycles go by. They were loud as heck. Good girl. Look how calm she is. Just relaxed. This is what you want out of a dog. Remember, this is only her 4th 50-minute lesson. Her next lesson, I will be doing it off leash in the state parks. But I like grabbing your nose. I like grabbing Pizzazz's nose too. Damn it. Oda. Good girl. You're so cute. So, Rosie's human had mentioned, and I just noticed it, where she's grabbing things and chewing on them. Nope. And she's vomited the last few nights in a row. This is mostly being probably triggered by her being allowed to chew on things and eat things. And it's a really easy problem to solve once your dog has the obedience commands, especially once you've got the dog to associate the word no with stopping whatever they're doing. No. Good girl. So every time she tries to chew on one of those, that was just sniffing, because I'm just trying to show a concept. If every time she sniffs or chews on something you say no, what'll happen right there, as you saw it, she'll start correcting herself. I'm just trying to make this really, really difficult by throwing a whole bunch of stuff out here. I'm really just trying to show you the concept. If you get a dog trained, especially if you teach him no, what the word no means, everything gets easy. Everything gets easy, which is why when you initially train a dog, no, good girl, you don't worry about the obedience as much as you worry about the behaviors, and you worry about teaching her that no means stop. Therefore, when she's off leash or whatever, that time she's not even going to do it. She's like, what, I look dumb? Well, once again, taking advantage of everything. So she's going to have a stack of stuff on her feet by the time I'm done. So that's all I'm doing right now, is trying to condition her. There she goes. She's not even trying anymore. I just keep throwing stuff, and really she could care less. She's just correcting herself. Perfect. Isn't Milwaukee beautiful? So what we're doing right now, and I've said this over and over again, like last time I was always talking about exposure. Well, that's kind of a concept that we continue with. We're going on this walkway which stretches out into Lake Michigan. She's literally bothered by nothing now. So besides me chatting and talking and maybe explaining why we do things like I did on the last video with the word no, really everything about Rosie's training right now is about exposure. She no longer needs to learn a command. She just needs to learn the Zen philosophy of dog training, and she's doing really well. I'm going to cross actually over to that side, so make it a little bit different. We'll cross through it here. Good girl. Good girl. Isn't that a huge body of water there? So just moving along. Gonna go by this fisherman. There's more fishermen down there. I love Lake Michigan. It's a great place to be. Look at you, good girl. Down. Good girl. The water's slapping a little bit. Sit, good girl. Heel. Once again, a view of the marina, a view of downtown Milwaukee, some of the breakwater here. I said this, I think 2 weeks ago I was out here with Elora. And that bridge you see there, it used to be called the bridge that goes nowhere. I mentioned this about 2 weeks ago with Elora's, I think it was Elora. The bridge that goes nowhere. They built that bridge and it ended, just ended. It didn't go anywhere, just ended. Small suburb called Bayview. I mean, the people in Bayview probably loved it because it made it easy access to get to the major freeways, but that bridge went nowhere, so it was nicknamed the bridge that went nowhere. Look at her just listening to my little monologue here. And it ended up, they finally, just in the last several years, have actually extended, they made it better. Probably about 5-10 years ago, where now it actually goes somewhere and it continues on and it gives access to a lot more of the suburbs south of Milwaukee. But literally everybody used to ridicule the waste of taxpayer money, which they should have, because they literally just built a bridge that ended and really had no purpose. Good poppers. Good poppers. Now, like I said, this lesson's mostly about exposure, but I am going to throw some obedience in here. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Look at the happy girl. Ooh, another boat there. Good girl. See, we've walked all the way out here. This is breakwater itself. Down. It's just breakwater that, nope, down. Nope, down. Now, I've got to correct this mistake, but did you see how quickly? No, down. I got that word no out there. Stay. It's one of the problems most people have is they do not react quick enough. It's one of the 5 biggest principles of dog training is reaction time. Perfectionism, taking your time, doing your homework. No. See that no there? Did you see how she was starting to perk up? That's kind of, and then triggering the dog to make mistakes. Good girl. Sorry, I was in the middle of something. No. See how she's a little curious now? She's hearing all this breakwater. She's watching those boats go by. That's what got her. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, yeah, wooshy, 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 woosh. Good girl. Come here. Get the wooshy, woosh. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty darn good. Oh, the wooshy, woo, 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 woosh. Oh, woo, da, woo. Good girl. Yes, you are. Doesn't anything faze you anymore? Good girl. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Once the dog is trained and it listens on leash, it listens off leash, we are going to go to those geese in a little bit. I always tell my customers to maintain a dog's training, you should probably keep up with the dog's training at least 5 minutes a day, as if you were on lesson 1, 2, or 3. In other words, on leash, just a constant reminder. Come, good girl, come down. Just keeping them honest, just a reminder. And of course, if you find a chance to expose the dog to something, in this case, those geese over there, we already know she's going to handle this perfectly fine. She's not going to be distracted. But I'm going to bring her over there. We'll see if the leash ends up tightening up, if she lunges or pulls like most people's dogs would do. Now remember, this is Rosie's only her 4th lesson, and I bet dime on a dollar, without a doubt, she's not going to bolt. She's not going to freak out. She sees the geese already, and she's still totally loose. I think I did this with Allura like 2 weeks ago. Probably the same group of geese. The geese might not be too happy about this, but I'll tell you, these geese are a lot more happy about a dog around them that's not chasing them and bolting. How many times do I see people let their dogs chase rabbits, chase squirrels, chase geese, and they think it is so cool and so funny, but really, honestly, it's damn rude. I mean, the geese sure as heck aren't enjoying it. Good girl. Good girl. Look at you. Sit. Good girl. Anthills, geese pee poop, but that's just, she's doing perfect. Come on, let's go the other way. We'll leave the geese alone, and I want to get out of the goose poop because I don't want to really step on goose poop. Oh, we're going to take advantage of that dog coming too, so we're going to do a command now. Good girl. Once I get past the goose poop. Sit. Good girl. Down. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. So all the geese are still behind her. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, you are. Stay. Good girl. See how that dog, see the pull, see the tension on their leash, the tension on the leash. If that dog was off leash right now, it would take off. Ooh, bikers and everything. Look at this loose leash. Didn't tighten it with the geese. Ooh, this dog over there, I didn't even see that dog. Good. And, you know, she's doing great. Rosie's the bestest in the West. Yes, she is. I'm going to go over to that. No, I'm going to kiss you over here where there's probably less goose poop. Because I'm going to sit down here and I'm going to kiss you, but I'm going to wait till the grass is goose poop free. Almost goose poop free. But there's still enough poop that I don't want to sit down because I don't want poopy butt. Here's a good place. Right here. Oh, no, that was by anthills. I don't want getting chewed on either. Here we go. Oh, the wood, oh, wood. Oh, the whoosh. Oh, the whoosh. Mm-hmm. Oh, the whoosh. Oh, the whoosh. Oh, the whoosh. Come here. Oh, 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 you're tangled up on my foot. Oh, there we go. Oh, the whoosh. Oh, the whoosh. Oh, the whoosh. Are you a happy dog? Are you a happy dog? Are you a happy puppy? Oh, we want happy. We want happy. Good girl. Come here. Good girl. Oh my goodness. Oh, the woody whoosh. Oh, the wooshy whoosh. Oh, such a happy puppy. Good girl. Now it's starting to get busy, and I've picked one of the busier areas right across from Collectivo Coffee. Now the motorcycles are starting to show up. It's about 10:20 right now, 10:30, so we're gonna have to head out here. But you can see she's completely chill, unfazed, absolutely unfazed. And we've got a lot of stuff going on out here now. You the good girl? You a good girl? Are you a good girl? Yes, you're a good girl. Oops, a bug on you. Good girl. Hi. Oh. Good girl. I got it for you. I got it for you. I got it for you. I got it. You don't care about anything anymore. Muscle cars, Harleys, cars, dogs, scooters, people, runners, walkers, your geese, ATVs, oh, chest and belly rubs, woody woody whoosh.